Hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to another episode of Painting Rats. I know, more rats, where I give you ideas on how to paint your rats so they're not all looking exactly the same. But here we are. First off, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members for all of your amazing donations. I plan on sending all YouTube members here's something in the future for your awesomeness. Can't thank you guys enough. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button or not. Follow along, share it, whatever you want to do. But without further ado, this is pretty easy. Let's go. All right, the first thing we are going to do is obviously build your miniatures. You're going to grab two of the same ones because there's two of everyone, or there should be at least. I put some Stirland Mud down on there, and then I spray paint it in white, or you can airbrush it, whatever you want. Pretty easy. We're going to be doing some Gore Grunta Fur on all of our, well, fur areas. Next, for the tail, we're going to be doing some Volupus Pink. Just slap that on there. For our clothing, now this is what kind of separates it from other miniatures of the rats, is I'm picking out different colors and kind of giving you different color schemes. You can pick and choose what you want. You can like it, you cannot like it. I'm just giving you ideas. We're going to be using this Asurmen Blue. I think that's how you say it. And we're just doing it all over the drabs. Now, with these rats, obviously they're white. If you want to make it more opaque or transparent, you can thin your paints a little bit. But I'm just doing it straight out of the pot. But it is up to you. For our little belts around our rat, we're going to be using some of that Ratling Grime. And for the wraps that are around our little Skaven's hands, we're going to be doing some straight up skeleton horde on there. And then for this specific rat, he has like a little bag that's on his waist. We're just going to use some Snakebite Leather on there. For our wood areas, this being the shield and the staff that our Skaven is holding on to, we're going to be doing some Wyldwood. Now, I would advise that you thin down your Wyldwood paints. You don't want to overdo this. This is very chunky as it is out of the pot, so I do thin mine down a little bit with some Lamia medium or some contrast medium. For all of our metallics, this includes the chainmail on the face and around the skirt, and then our main pieces of armor on the head and on the back, and then obviously the sword as well. We're going to be doing some Iron Warriors. And obviously we're going to thin this as well, but this should be a good base color for our metallics. Also, don't forget the spikes on the shield as well. For the small little medallion around the Skaven's neck, we're going to be doing some Gehanna's gold. And then for the last of our base colors, we're going to be doing some Morghast Bone. That's basically just on the little teeth that we can see and any of the fingernails and obviously the toenails. And that is it for the base colors. And we're moving on to the washes. For the first wash, no surprise here, we're going to be doing some Nuln oil on all of the metallics. You could do a mix of Agrax Earthshade and Nuln oil if you would like to make it a little bit more dirty, but I'm just going for that straight Nuln oil to metallic look. For the other wash, we're going to do some Agrax Earthshade on to the wraps that our Skaven is holding on to, and also the teeth and the toenails as well. And that should be it. Let it dry, and we'll move on to the highlight step. All right, for the blue, we're going to be doing a lot of edging, meaning all of our raised areas, a little bit onto the flat areas as well. We're going to use Calgar Blue. Now, this is just a suggestion. It makes it a little bit lighter, which is all I'm kind of going for. We're not trying to make it too crazy. I think it looks good, but you can use kind of whatever lighter blue that you have. Don't make it too light, but just something light enough. For the tail, we're going to be doing a little bit of pink horror, and we're just kind of painting out the lines. So obviously you see those natural lines in there. Just paint between those, and that's all we're going to do. For the fur itself, we're going to be going over all of the raised areas with some XV88. So we're going to be going over the hands, face, the ears, the toes, knuckles, that type of stuff. Just brighten it up. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to get anything in the recesses. You really just want to get those raised areas, make it a little bit brighter, and that's all we're trying to do. For the edging on the shield and then the belt for our rat, we're going to be doing some Baneblade Brown real quick. Again, you don't want to try and overdo it. You don't want to go crazy. You just want to add a little bit to it, especially on that shield, and make it look a little bit more worn down. All right, for our teeth and for our toenails, we're just going to be doing a little bit of Screaming Skull. You can also use Ushabti Bone if you would like, but Screaming Skull is a little bit brighter. That's what we're kind of going for. All right, coming down to the wire here, we're looking at some of the Leadbelcher. For this, we're going to be doing all of our metallics. Specifically, when we're doing that sword, we're only doing the sharp part, so the concave part is the only part we're going to paint. We'll do all of the armor on the back and on the head. The chainmail, what we want to do is not have a ton of paint on our brush, and we're just going to start at the top and scrape down. Almost like a dry brush with a small paintbrush. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to get into those recesses where the Nuln oil sits. You just kind of want to scrape it, make it a little bit brighter, and move on. For our eyeballs, we are looking at just some straight Belial red. Pretty simple. And then moving on to the base. And all I'm doing is some Aggaros Dunes, like I've done for all of my other rats, but you can do whatever you would like. And then finally, your favorite part of painting the miniature, because I mean, you're done, is the rim of the base, and I am doing mine in Abaddon Black, but you can do yours in any color your army is sitting at. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Very simple. Now that we did paint 2 of these, obviously, because we do 2 at a time, it's the same model. Might as well knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So it does turn out, I thought this turned out pretty good with that blue, the color of the skin, the red eyes. I thought it turned out real well. But yeah, we've got some more rats to paint. We've got some of that new box that just came out with Cities of Sigmar. I got a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. But, you know, we're going to get there eventually. So I wanted to say thank you again to all my YouTube members for all your support through these years and years of painting and trying to grow this channel. Anybody subscribes, anybody who shares this, can't thank you guys enough for that. I'm going to try and continue to knock out these videos, add some other games in there, but we should be moving along here pretty shortly. Got a lot of stuff coming up, so I love you all. I'll see you on the next one. All right, paint on.